Alright guys, I am back. So we're going to touch on this defense, which I am in no way, for the first time in a long time, worried about. Nope, not by any stretch of the imagination. No, 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 no. Not worried about the defense, not worried about the line, not worried about the linebackers, not worried about DB, safeties, nothing. Defense is actually looking really solid. So, once again, that's me, the 49er reporter. If you like it, like it. You want to subscribe, hit the button. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you up-to-date information, keep you posted on every little thing that happens as far as the 49ers are concerned. Let's get right into it. We're going to start with that monster defensive line. We got monsters on the line. So, Robert Saleh is always preaching violence and recklessness and all this other stuff. We got some guys who want to get out there and get violent. We got some guys that want to get out there and be reckless. We got some guys that want to just go out there and flat out lay somebody out. So with this defensive line, we got some jewels, some gems in the bag. We're going to start off with Mr. 12 sacks himself last year, DeForest Buckner. Enough said. DeForest Buckner. There's nothing else to say. D4, currently recovering, you know what I'm saying, had some treatment to his knee, hopefully ready for week one. As far as I'm concerned, doesn't look like we're missing him that much. Defensive line's been playing very well without him. Yes, it's preseason. Yes, we're going against second-rate guys. Yes, the offenses are very vanilla. Either way, still football. You still got to go out there and execute, and you've still been taught a bunch of things in practice that you go out there and put on the field. Is what it is. So these guys are looking very good. Next up, Nick Bosa. From what I saw and what I heard about today's practice, Bosa and Ford are both moving around. Neither one of them are going to have any problems. I think they're just going to hold both of them out until week one, just as a precaution, so they don't wind up having anything. Probably have them practice that week before, kind of see how they move and what's going on. Let's hope that both of them are healthy and ready for week one. I would love to see this, ferocious Bosa playing a game. I want to see if he can hold up in the game and continue to play right and do what he needs to do. Eric Armstead. I don't think he played the last game because we had almost 30 players sit. But as far as in these practices, Armstead has done very well. Co-practices with Denver, he's done very well. He had a couple pressures and whatnot. Maybe a QB sack. Possibly, they don't hit the quarterback in practice anymore. So too worried about injuries. Solomon Thomas. I haven't heard too much about Solly, but I have heard that he's back. He's got his head right and he's ready to go. Sheldon Day, Ronald Blair, DJ Jones, Julian Taylor, and Kentavious Street. All those names I just named right there. These monsters on the line. Julian Taylor has been dealing with a little bit of back tightness, so we didn't really see much of him these past couple of days. Hopefully he can get that right. Kentavious Street, by all accounts, all I've heard is he's ready to go. Looks like that, pick that we spent on him, I think it was the third or fourth round pick from previous year's draft. Looks like it worked out well, man. We gave him all the time in the world to heal and do what he needs to do. So let's hope he get out there and he make this shit happen. Then our guys that possibly are going to get cut. We got Jay Bromley, Jamel Garcia-Williams. We've got Kevin Gibbons, Demontre Moore, Jordan Thompson, and Jeremiah Valawaga. Now, Valawaga had 2 sacks in that game against Dallas. Demontre Moore, I think he had a strip sack and some pressures, so he did a really good job. I am hoping that those guys keep pushing to try to fight for spots if they continue to perform like they do. If we do wind up cutting them, somebody's going to pick them up and have themselves a couple of good guys. So, now that we're done with the defensive line, let's move on to our linebackers. So, we have Quan Alexander, our big free agent addition. We have Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, Elijah Lee, Mark Nzacha, and David Mayo. Now, out, I was so happy. Malcolm Smith, thank God, cut the dude already and get rid of him. He ain't done nothing, ain't gonna be nothing. I don't know where he gonna go and play and stay healthy. He don't need to be here sucking up our damn money and or sucking up a damn roster spot for us to waste it on. Now, this kid, Aziz Al-Shahir, He did very good last game. They've been raving about him during, training camp. So he may or may not make the squad. Demetrius Flanagan fouls. Haven't heard much of nothing about him. Leroy Reynolds looked good in the preseason game. I'm hoping that one of those two, as far as Azeez Al-Shaair or Leroy Reynolds, possibly can go in there and take it away from David Mayo. I don't know much about Mayo, and I haven't heard much. So when you're in the preseason, not hearing your name is a bad thing, and we don't really know what we can do. Like this little tidbit says, Al-Shaair put himself in position to surpass Lee for a roster spot as a backup and key special teams contributor. So let's hope. We'll move on. Defensive backs. Now, we got Uncle Sherm, we got Spoon, we got Mr. Glass himself, Jimmy Ward, we got Tarp, we got K'Wan, Tarvarius Moore, Jason Barrett, Marcel Harris, Emmanuel Mosley, and DJ Reed. Now, on the cusp of being out are Adrian Colbert, Anton Jackson, Tim Harris, Dante Johnson, and Greg Maven. Greg Maven has been cut. He is no longer a 49er. If I'm wrong, correct me. Throw something in the comments. Let me know. But as far as right now, Tim Harris, he broke up a pass today in practice. Anton Jackson, we remember that nice hit he had in the game against Dallas. As far as Adrian Colbert, he's got to come on and prove something. Otherwise, they will cut him. Because I can tell you right now, two people battling for a spot are Jimmy Ward and Tarvarius Moore. And to be honest with you, Tarvarius Moore has the leg up on Jimmy Ward because he can play and he can show what he can do. Moore has been coming on strong as a safety, where his natural position is. He's looked fantastic. He's looked great. It went from Robert Saleh saying he's not ready to play in a Week 1 NFL game to him going, he's going to make it real hard for Jimmy Ward to win that damn battle for the safety spot. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'd rather have Tarvarius Moore in there. At least I know he could possibly stay healthy. He stayed healthy all last season. Jimmy Ward, oh, look, Mr. Glass himself. Oh, God, I just broke an ankle. Up, broke collarbone. Up, broke my arm. I broke this, I broke that. Broke. I don't know what happens. It's sad. Some people are just injury prone. It is what it is. And the other name I forgot to mention, Jason Barrett, of course. Marcel Harris as well. So Barrett, I think they're just going to hold him out to the season opener because they don't want any other setbacks. They're just trying to keep his mind right. So they don't want him to get into a dark place because he always is injured, and it can be hard to come out of that mentally. And if one thing that science will tell you is if your mind ain't right, your body's not going to be right. Like you literally have to be thinking on a positive spectrum to have your body react in a positive way. So, be honest with you, starting DBs, I'm going to tell you right now, it's most likely going to be Uncle Sherm and Spoon. When it comes to the spot for nickel, you're going to have a lot of people fighting. DJ Reed and K'Wan Williams did a very good job in that nickel spot. But if Barrett is healthy, what you going to do? We have just too many options. That's not a negative thing. Glad Greg Maben is gone after the way he got himself destroyed last year. God, the poor guy. I understand. Like I said, once again, whenever I say that I'm glad that somebody's gone, it's nothing against him personally or anything like that. It's just when it comes to play, if you don't produce, shit, why the hell should I give a fuck? I'm just a fan, man. I'm just telling you how I feel as a fan. I want somebody on the field who's going to produce and help me get some goddamn W's out here. So, next up, we will move on. But I can tell you right now, our starters most likely will be Uncle Sherm and Spoon. Most likely. Guaranteed, those are the two dudes that will start. You'll see a fight for the nickel spot between most likely Direct, K'Wan, and DJ Reed. Marcel Harris may or may not make it. Just depends on what Adrian Colbert does. Colbert did get fined about 28 G's for that hit that he laid on homeboy in the Cowboys game, which to me didn't seem like it was a bad hit, but it's the refs. This is now a little cupcake league. As far as our special teams, obvious, Robbie Gold, Mitch Wish, you know what I'm saying? Kyle Nelson got suspended, so we got Colin Hova just, doing the long snapping and all that shit. And if you didn't see the field goal in the last game, it was wobbly, man. It was all over the place. Gold still put it through, but he was dying laughing after that. I think it's just Mitch getting a better grasp of holding the ball and allowing it to be kicked properly. But it was hilarious. He was on the sideline. He was on the sideline dying. So I mean, it's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll do what we got to do, and Mitch will get that down eventually. He actually did a really good job punting in the game against Cowboys, but that's basically it, y'all, for the defense. We don't have anything to worry about. Our defensive backs have been making plays. Today, there were no interceptions, but there were a ton of pass breakups, so that's boding well for us. So we just have to be happy that our defense is possibly going to carry us mostly this year because we have so many people that want to do great things that are performing well. So let's hope that this next game on Monday night, against the Denver Broncos goes well. I hope that we eat Flacco alive, we sack him, we hit him, we make him uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I just want him to go ahead and make sure that he has the worst day ever against our defensive line. I want DeForest Buckner to be shoveling on the field. I would like to see Eric Armstead rubbing his belly as if he's just eating Joe Flacco. And I can tell you right now, I would love to see Quan Alexander and Fred Warner hit a couple of guys and make them hurt. I just want to see pain and punishment inflicted on them. Broncos, y'all got a problem coming on Monday night. Stay tuned, people. Niner gang. Niner faithful. For life.